You know, there's nothing like the feel of plugging into a crank tube amp and just letting it rip. Unfortunately, there's a lot of times when you just can't do that. Sleeping wife and kids, cranky neighbors, whatever. Sometimes you just can't crank up. And we all know that inspiration doesn't follow any set schedule. Sometimes you get an idea in the middle of the night. If you don't lay it down, it's gone. If you're like me and have an amp that just sounds perfect to you, you want that sound, even if it's just a demo at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, using the amp matching feature in Bias Desktop, you've got a killer digital model of your own rig right there in your DAW. And you can share these custom amps right to your iPhone or your iPad, so you've got them wherever you go. For this demo, I'll be using an LTD EC1000 by ESP Guitars. The guitar is loaded with a Seymour Duncan JB in the bridge and a 59 in the neck. I'm using my Marshall DSL-100 that's been modified by Voodoo Amps with my own custom modifications. For me, this is the best sounding amp on the planet. I love it. The amp is running into an old Marshall 412 speaker cabinet loaded with warehouse guitar speakers, 2 Veteran 30s and 2 HM75s in an X pattern. I have each speaker type mic'd with a Sennheiser E609 mic, roughly 3.5 inches from the grill cloth, running into my computer using a Focusrite Scarlett 8i6 interface. I have the output from each mic routed to a subgroup, which is then assigned to its own channel. This allows me to blend the signals from both mics into one sound. If I want, I can adjust the balance of the mics for just the right sound. For this demo though, I'm just running them both equal. Okay, let's get started with a nice dirty rhythm sound. In Bias, I'll select an amp model that is of similar character and tone to the amp I'm trying to match. In this case, the dirty rhythm channel is somewhat similar to a beefed up 100 watt Marshall JCM 800, so I'll select the Bias equivalent of a JCM 800. I'll dial in a somewhat similar sound to what I'm getting from my amp. Okay, now I'm just going to record a little bit to make the next step a little easier. Now I just have to click over to the amp matching module, click the sample button, and let what I just recorded play back, letting Bias analyze that sound. It only takes a few seconds. The progress bar lets me know when it's heard enough to get an accurate analysis. Next, I'll plug into my amp and play the same thing I did in the last step. Now I just click to step 3, click the button to turn it on, and I've got my matched sound. Once you've got your matched sound, you can further enhance it using the amp matching module's included 3-band EQ. You can mix in some of the sound of the original modeled amp, you can turn your level up or down, or you can further enhance your sound using any of the other modules in Bias, creating a sound that really is all your own. And when you got your sound dialed in just like you want it, don't forget to save it. Digital amp modeling has gotten a lot better over the years. Amp matching in Bias Desktop is a logical next step. This is a game changer.